In this video, we learn how to design this YouTube video thumbnail using Canva. So go to your Canva. You can search for YouTube thumbnail. You just go to your right like this and click this custom size and you put 1280 by 720 here. And you see the YouTube thumbnail. That's it. So you tap on create new design. So you can type open like this. So but since I don't want to use any template, I want to start from scratch. So just back, so just press back. Then this is it, right? So let me long press on this page and then add a page. Okay, so I will have page 1 and page 2 like this. So my page 2, tap on the gallery below to add the design that I want to replicate. So I've added this design that I want to replicate. So what I will do now, it means that I will design on my own on this new page. So let me start with the background color. I want blue. So let me just tap on this plus button on this color. You can see. So let me insert the color code 004GA9. This is it, right? And I have my background like that. If I want to make this color darker now, I will go there and then slide it down a little bit. This, okay, and it's now a bit darker, right? Do something like this. So I have the background. Tap on elements below and search for frame. Let me search for frame, and this is it. So I'll pick one. I'll look for the one I want to use. If it is this particular, I'll tap on it like this. You can see. So let me make it a bit smaller first. Work on this frame, this style. I will just increase this stroke weight to add the outline to it. I want outline. So I've added the outline, and let me add the stroke color. Okay, the stroke color. You can tap on it and improve the code if you know it. Okay, this is the one that I want for this thing. If you don't know it, you can just upload your design on this page and you'll be able to identify the colors on the design. Now, this corner, let me round it a bit. Let me round this corner a bit. So rounded the color now. I want 3 copies of this. Like this. So I'll tap on it and press the plus button in the middle. Get a copy of it. Let me slide it down. Then I'll get a copy of it again. That's making 3, right? So this one in the middle. First of all, let me select all the 3. I want it to be bigger than this. So let me just set that up. This one in particular in the middle, I'll scale it up to be bigger than others. Then I'll make sure I go to position and put it to front. So I'll make sure it's on top of others like this. Let me nudge it down a bit. Then I will also go to effects and tap on drop. This is drop shadow. So I want to drop shadow on it so that it will lift it over the one below. So let me compare. So these 3 together now, I'll select them, make it bigger, and this now move it like this. Tap on the gallery below. So I've imported the 3 images that I want to use. This is the third one. Okay. Let me add it to the frame. You see, select the second one, place on this. Let me take the first one, right? Take it to the first frame, then release it. It's going to enter the second one. Just like this. So if you want to adjust it, you can double tap on it to move it, okay? But if you're okay with it, no need. So that's it. I have that one. Then I will have to label this. So I'll go to elements, get a rectangle. So you could switch it from shape to all and get the shape like this. So you can now edit it to your text. This is it. So I'm gonna give it a yellow color. And the color code I want to use for this is. Okay, so there's it. I'm gonna move it here. Make it smaller. This was below this design that is enabling me to move this thing here. You can see this sign down particular one. So it will allow me to rotate this object a bit. You can see. So I'll now move it again and place it here. You zoom in, use your hand to zoom in and out your 2 fingers. So now let's make this thing smaller. Rotate it to set it properly. Okay, it's still too big. Let me make it smaller. Then get a copy of it, place it here. Plus again, there's the plus. You see this 3 sign there, the middle one with plus, that's like making a duplicate of something. And place it here. After putting the shapes on top of the images, you can add your text straight away, but let me just do that. I'll come back to put the text later. So let me add this guy pointing sideways. Okay. So now I'll go to my element and slash for the man pointing sideways. So let me search for it like this. I'll go to photos. So this very first one, I like it. So I'll just tap on it like this. You can see that it has a background and I don't want a background. So under it below, you can tap on BG remover. You can see the background is gone. So if you are not able to do that, if you are not using Canva Pro or Canva Edu, you won't be able to do that. So you can check my previous video on how to remove image background and how to download these resources from other websites like that. Complete. So I'll place it here like this. Like that one. Then I need this paint brush stroke. So I'll search for it under element. Paint brush stroke. And paint brush is anyone. So under graphics, let's see. You just pick anyone. Let me pick this red one. So just scroll to your LC color. I will change it to this one that I've been using. Press on the plus on the middle to get a copy of it. I'll be needing this one here. That's two. I'll still need another one here. That's three. So now this one, let me change the color. Colors in the design. Okay, delete. And this first one now, let me start adding my text if I will make the final adjustment. So help on text. Add text box. The first one is how to turn. Okay, edit it. How to turn. Okay, get a copy of this. Let me type everything. How to turn. Simple prompts. Simple prompts like this. I'll change the color of this one to the color of my background. Intro. Now there is something I need to do here. If I want to make my intro like this one, first of all, I need a shape. I'll make this rectangle. I'll make a rectangle. Rectangle should be the same color with the background. Because I want to do something. I have a rectangle like that. Then I'll still go to elements and then now this time around I'll get a line. See under rectangle, let me search for a line. Line. You can see, so it's actually you can choose any one you want. But I'm okay with this one. So let me just set it like this. Let me go to we'll check around the endpoints. So I have it like this. Let me make it longer. Then we'll go to position where the line is selected. I will check backward. You can see. So let me tap on the line. Slide to notch and move it right a bit. So what is making the line to break like that is that rectangular shape that I added there. You can see. So now that's it for that one. Yeah, images. I will align everything later. Images there. I'll bring this thing down a bit. You can see we're making a progress. It's just that this background is darker than this one. So tap on this plus button, make this background darker as well. Okay. So that will expose this thing. This rectangle that I added here. it will be exposed because the color will no longer be defined without a background. So look for it to zoom. So we zoom in closely so that you can select the rectangle as well and change the color to this new background color. You can see they are now the same again. Simple point. That should be the color of the background. Okay. With the finish stroke, this brush here, the color is this one, and the text will be back on this one. Let me copy this text again. Now this text now, go to advanced. This line spacing will use it for them to come close like this. So now that is it, then you go to the format, you check on this left alignment, okay? And you have it like this. Nice. So now let me try to change the font now so that the text will appear the same font. So click this arrow. So this is more recently used. You can see more select there. So I click on the arrow there, that's the typeface. So I'll see different fonts under Montserrat. So I'll use Montserrat bold. Montserrat bold. And then it's extra bold. So I'll leave it on extra bold like this. So now this one I will choose Montserrat black for that because I want it to pop. Okay. So our design is gradually coming to life. So I will click on this, I'll zoom in, tap on this, long press on it, select multiple, select the brush, join that shape there, and you group them together. Sorry, on go first, so select the two and then align elements center, and you group them so they're together now. So that's the second one. Then scroll to your, just go to your, select the shape, scroll to your, nudge it, take it. So now, this particular one, make sure you group them together, but let's go to font. Montserrat, extra board. Okay, then the color of this line, before I forget that, should be yellow. Okay, so now I'll group them together too for this shape. So long press on that shape that is the same color with the text, select multiple, select the shape and the text together, you group them. Then select this yellow line, group all the three together so that you can be able to move them together. So now select this one, font, Montserrat, under Montserrat, I'm going to use black. So like these two black also, I want them to be bigger to stand out, okay, to be bigger than others. So these two tests are very important, so they have to be big, okay. So this one, I'll go for Montserrat. But then if I want to reduce the size now, font size, I can just minus, okay, to make it smaller. So let me check the size of this one, 27, this one, let's say 28. So this one also 28. So let me just do it fast, okay, you can make some changes to your own later. So press on this one, select the brush, align elements, okay, align elements to center, then middle again, center and the middle. Now let me select the two together and group them together. Then we go to the right, nudge it to be closer than that to that one. So you can see the text are coming back to life. So let's try this with now this one. First, let me go for Montserrat. Let's do a both. Okay, so now font size 20. Like this. You can clear the center simple font. And just a copy of it. Place it here like this. Let me zoom in. Let me, if I move it, I want to get this line. Okay, those three lines. And you can see this means that they're perfectly aligned. So I can get a copy of it like this. The spacing will be the same. So this one to edit this one to what? Stunning results. Okay, so this will increase it a bit. Let me long press on this. I want to select all the everything there. Okay, select multiple. So I'll now go to align elements center. So I've selected the center. So it means that all things being equal, they should be aligned. But these two are not go together then. So I've grouped them as one. Let me get a copy of this. Let's group all these two together. So now I'll select this first one. These three dots, you select it, you select multiple. Pick this one. This one, then you go to align elements to right, align them to right. Okay, that's for that one. And the next one that I'll do here is to get church sheet with it. So remind this line. So now let's get a shape. Click at this one and change it to what I want. Then zoom out properly. I want to turn this into a line. I don't want a round corner. This time around. But it's actually a line there. So I need to now select this one. And then see this sign below it, this rotation sign. Rotate it a bit. And just rotate it a bit like this. Then implement this ChatGPT logo. Then I will make the color. It's missing now is the arrow. Okay. Let's try select with arrow. So that's it on how to design this YouTube video timeline using Canva. And so to upload this now, you see this download sign, this other one, this upload. So tap on that one, you click on download. So now let's choose only the page we want, which is page one, current page one. So the size now, you can choose to multiply this by 2, but I'll just leave it like this. So now let me download it like that. So downloaded. So if I want to upload this particular image on my YouTube video now, and this is the video, right? I'll edit it, and I'll tap on this by the left of the left up corner of this thumbnail, this edit sign there. Tap on it. I can change it. So this is the one that I just designed. So I'll click on done. You can see I've updated this thumbnail. Now I will now save it. You can see. So that's it. So if this video is helpful, make sure you subscribe for more tutorials. See you in my next video.